Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today Flow actually released a new update. It is May of 9. It is actually not today. As you can see, I recorded this video 13th of May, but the email just dropped out, so I saw it from the email. So sorry for the late update. But for me, it's today because I just saw it, to be honest. And we have a couple of updates, and we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to show you how you can use them and what they're actually doing. And before we jump into this today video, I just want to say thank you very much for all the people who are actually a paid subscribers to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for that. That is really much appreciated. If you consider you can be a Fanatic member to have access to like more than 30 videos that are only for my paid members, very attractive and special techniques that you can use Flow with. And then I just want to say, if you haven't joined my Discord channel already, please do, as I'm trying to make like weekly sessions, live sessions on my Discord channel. And of course, my goal for 5,000 subscribers. So thank you very much for all the people who have subscribed to my channel. My goal is when I reach 5,000 subscribers, I will do regular live sessions on my Discord. That's the goal. So without further ado, let's jump into this today video. Okay, so let's first talk about custom canvas colors. Improve the developer process with the new custom canvas colors in Flow. This feature allows you to set a canvas color within the builder, making it easier to view components that lack the specific background color. So that's actually something that I actually enjoy because previously when you created let's jump into my project actually. So previously when I create a new component, for example, so if I make like an empty component, let's say new component, doesn't really matter what the name will be, you can actually see that it's the same background as the main background. I'm currently in dark mode. If I switch to light mode, it's not switching anything actually. But what I wanted to say is that if I go over here right now, if I switch to the page, is what I meant, is we have this scaffold page properties. And if I hover here, it says basic properties for the default scaffold of the page. And we have the background color. And this can be dynamic as well. So that's pretty good that Flow it's actually adding those dynamic values for all of their features or like checks. They're like the couple of things that's lagging. For example, the savior is lagging, the height. So in theory, if you ask me, if they make everything like customizable using the dynamic value, that would be like the ultimate goal, right? So I really much appreciate that, to be honest. What's the goal and what is the idea here? You can actually switch the background color of the scaffold page. So previously we didn't have this opportunity, but now we do, which is much appreciated. We can actually change the background. And previously we can actually still do that while like having like a component or something like that, and then just fill the background of the component, and then this will change. But I think this technique, it's much it's like the native one, and it's look pretty good, and it's super simple to introduce and to do. So if I go and add this component which I just created, which is an empty component, actually there's nothing in this component, and if I switch back over here, we should be able to, I think, do the same thing for the component, but for some reason I'm not seeing it right now. So please write in the comments what I'm missing. Probably I'm missing to have like a widget or something here. I'm not sure. but I still don't see it, to be honest. So yeah, let me in the comment. Let me in the comments. Tell me in the comments if I'm missing something to see it in the component as well. As I currently don't see it, but yeah, that's in the nutshell. So if you have like safe area, for example, enabled or disabled, you should be able to still see it. So it's much appreciated, and really like that you can actually change the core dynamically. That's really appreciated. And then let's move on to the second one. Okay, so the second one is actually animation values by value. So that's actually much appreciated. You can actually do crazy things right now using that. So let me actually switch back to my project, my demo project. And if I click on the text right now, you probably cannot see it. So let me actually try to make it a little bit bigger. So if I center it, for example, and then make the font size like a little bit bigger, let's say 28, for example, like this. And then the whole idea is that if I go to animations, which is on the top right, display of a button, and we have on page load, we have on action trigger. So we have on page load, for example, I don't currently have any animation, but if I enable the animation, sorry, it's not, of course, not this one. It's not those options. It's options over here. So let me actually delete this one. And when you first go to these animations, you don't have anything, right? So now I'm going to add a new animation. Let's say I'm going to slide this text. And now by default, those are the default values. So let me actually preview that one. I should be able to preview it, which for some reason it's not. Maybe my animation is not doing anything, to be honest. I'm not sure about that. But to think, so let me try to just move some positions. So maybe my animation will actually, yeah, exactly. So yeah, funny animation. It's not even funny, I think. It's just a random animation. But what you can actually do, which is amazing, is to actually change the values dynamically. So you can actually, based on the screen size, for example, based on wherever you want to, it's like this is like amazing. You can do like crazy animations with that. To be honest, I'm not a UI or animation guy, so I cannot actually like guide you and show you like a crazy animation. But for example, you can have like conditional, and you can have like a condition. Let's say that if it is let's say a global properties, and if the screen width, for example, sorry, maybe that not that one, it's this one, is if it's the screen width, and then let's say this will return in pixels. And if we say it's greater than, let's say 124, for example, then do the animation longer or something like that. Like you can actually play with it. Like let's say this is initial position. So let's say the initial position will be minus 24, for example. But if this is not the case, then the initial position will be, let's say, 40. So I can just confirm it. Why it's not working? The type, I would probably have a default value of 0. Let's say a default value of 0. It's still not working. Okay, let's say, yeah, because I need to return a double probably. I'm not sure if that is the case, actually. I'm not sure. Let me actually see. So if I, probably it will not still work. Yeah, a UI builder value is required. Okay. So that's actually new. That I did. That's the first time I saw that the UI value is display value is required. This is only for. I think I talked about, yeah, I talked about it in the last update video of Flow. This is only for UI purpose, and I didn't know that this is actually needed for it to set up the value, which is weird, to be honest. But we can set something like width, or you probably need a number here. Okay. So I'm going to display a number, and I'm going to delete those because actually, fun fact, an integer is also a double. So let's try to save it now. Yeah, now it's saved. I'm really not sure why I needed this. This is a fun. If someone from Flowflow is watching, which I'm not sure even they are, but that's actually a fun thing. I don't know why we need that, and why this is like required. But yeah, this is in a nutshell. Like you can do like crazy animations with that. So I cannot wait actually to, if you have like a demo around your project, please share it in the comments. I make sure to see it, or my Discord channel, make sure to see it and then pin it under this video so people can actually see what type of animations that can be done. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, the next one is branching. And I haven't actually, to be honest, I haven't used branching that much because mostly I'm actually the only one using the projects, or branching was actually not optimal to be used in the first place. But they are actually, the Flow team are actually going to do a bunch of updates about branchings. And let's see, let's hope that they will actually do it in the way that they will convince me to actually use it. So this update is about update the branch names after creation. Flow now allows you to update branch names even after they're being created, providing enhanced flexibility in managing your project version control. This feature is perfect for keeping your development workflow organized and adaptive to changes, ensuring that your branch names always conflict their current um, per sponsor or state of deployment. So yeah, you can actually see that you have the branching, you have the current branch, and then you have the seeding. So yeah, much appreciated, much appreciated update. You can actually see the previous name was dev, and now it's change. And yeah, there is not a much that I think there is not a much that I can show you about the branches. Like I said, I'm not using branches, so probably if I save this branch, so I can create a new branch, of course, but I have this main branch. And yeah, like I said, I'm not using branches, so write me in the comments if you are, and convince me to use it as well. Okay, so lastly, let's look about the other improvements. Let's look about the new features, and let's actually read the comments. So other improvements, actually, it's fixed local run bugs, and it says also fixed top bar bugs, fixed set form field bugs. It would be great if they just say a little bit more about what bugs they have actually fixed, or what issues, because I'm sure that there is like the issue. It's already in the Flow GitHub issue tracker. So it would be great if they just state which issues are being fixed. But that's just my personal opinion about it. And then the new features we're working on, so they're working on, it's recruitive components. I cannot wait to see what they mean by that. Recursive, sorry, components. That sounds like interesting, and yeah, like I said, I cannot wait to see what they mean about that. And then we have branching improvements. Like I said, for the flow theme will actually redo the branching like all over again. So they'll have like version 2.0, because the first version had like a lot of things that needed to improve actually. So I'm happy that they're doing that. Like like I said, I'm not using it, but I'm happy that they are improving that. Maybe I'm going to use it after this improve, who knows. And then the thing that is most exciting for me is debugging tools. I really can't wait to see what they mean by debugging tools, because um, if they can make our lives simpler, that will be the main goal, right? So if they can make so we can actually see the values, we you can think of it. Can you just think of it? Can we? if we can actually see the values of some of the, or maybe all of the values, the dynamic values that we have, without even launching or starting a test mode, for example, that would be like a big thing. That would be like a huge thing, because how many times you have changed a value and then you started like a test mode just to see what the query will result, or what the API call will respond, or something like that. So imagine if we can just do that without even running test mode, without even going through the workflow, because, or because, for example, if I have to just create a new registration just to see what will happen, what will be the value. Let's see. I mean, I really, my hopes are big for this too, to be honest. Another thing that I wanted to mention is, I see that this post, I said that this post is from May 9 at the beginning of this video. But if I go back, actually, I don't think that that I can see actually when this post was made. But I think this post in the community was actually made recently, because you can actually see that, yeah, you can actually see that it says Monday, May 13. So it says May 9, but the post is made on Monday 13, and then it's today. Actually, it's today, which is very weird thing. But it says the update is from May 19, but the post is made on May 13, and the email it's also sent on May 13. Sometimes Flutterflow is actually sending the emails on May 13, so a couple of days after they posted in the community for some reason. But now, right now, they are not doing that. So I mean, that's not the case, right? That's not the case. And also, a fun fact that you can actually see, I haven't said that in the previous update of my video, but now you can actually, finally, you can actually see the version of Flutterflow. So now you can actually, now you can see it is actually version 4.14.49 plus, which I'm not sure what the plus means, but that's the version of Flutterflow, and you can actually confirm the version if you go to your Flutterflow project. You can actually confirm the version of the top right, sorry, top left. I mean, you can actually see if you're running the same version, which you always have to check. Actually, if you're not running the same version, please try to update actually, and then see if you are going to just run the latest version, because that's important. You may lose things actually if you're not running this latest version. And then I said we're going to look at the comments. That's why the only comment is from 3 hours ago, because the post was just posted actually. And it says, "Hi, Flow team, is the rich text editor release?" Yeah, actually, I wanted to talk about that. You can actually see that we don't have a rich text editor over here in this post, and also they have removed it from new features we're working on. And as a beta tester, I can actually tell you that I had access and I have access to this widget, which is the text editor, and you can actually see it over here. It's a confirmation that I have access to this widget. But actually they were actually Flutterflow actually decided to postpone this feature and this update, so they will actually not going to release this widget to the public. It's right now, it's currently only in beta, but they are not going to release it to production, they said. And the reason is that there are a lot of bugs that they found while we are actually testing those in the beta, and so the beta version, and then that's why they decided to postpone it to we just don't know when they're going to release it. But I have a good, that's the bad news, but I have a good news for you. If you follow my channel, you probably have already stumbled on this video, which is integrating the HTML rich text editor with Firebase and Flow. You can actually, it's they are you Flow are going to use actually the same package that I'm using in this video. And if you want to use it, it says Firebase, but you can actually use it for Superbase as well. I have the code, it's in my GitHub repo, and it will work. So, yeah, fun fact, you can still use that widget. Yeah, it's not natively, but it's like the closest thing. Like you probably need the video, it's like 16 minutes. So I would probably say 20 minutes and you'll have that set it up with your Firebase or Superbase. So that's it actually for today's video. Thank you very much for watching it. And I just wanted to say thank you very much for all my paid subscribers, sorry, paid members. And I just wanted to say like a big shout out to my elite members, which is the Tournament Power Bear. Thank you very much. And also Mariano uh, Mortanes. And if you want to be one of those people who I cannot pronounce your name or your nickname, please consider being a paid member, and support my channel and support my work. So, like I said, thank you very much for watching it, and have a nice day.